What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. Today we're going to take a look at your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man from No Way Home, and most anticipated figure probably, well, this in Garfield. And you can pre-order this when it's available at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. This is we knew this was coming, right? Like every Spider-Man villain, superhero, they're all coming. And they eventually did. And this is one of those guys where I never had this. Never had the black version or this version. Never. I always had the urge to buy the previous one, because I never thought this day would come. I'm not talking about just the figure, but them being together in the big screen. And when we found out, then my hope was rekindled that I'm finally going to have, because I didn't want to pay $500 for this. This is an older figure, not this one, but the previous one. It has shown its age, the body proportion and all that stuff. But now we finally have a Toby Maguire Spider-Man, and I can't be any happier. This is a big part of my, I would say, childhood. I wasn't a child when I was a teenager. Love this movie. It's a bit cheesy if you think about it, but hey, I still love it. I love everything about No Way Home. So this is a must-have for me. A must-have for the deluxe version. I don't really need the special edition, but I wanted everything from No Way Home. I just do. I think the head sculpt is fantastic. I think it's on point. The base is a lot better, in my opinion, than the previous, the Black Spider-Man base when he was like it also came with the Sandman. So you don't really need to get that anymore, because this one, I think it looks phenomenal. I'm getting tricked by that spider web, to be quite honest with you, because there's, pictures where it looks longer than it actually is. But boy, everything in this figure looks phenomenal. The head sculpt, look at that head sculpt. That is, my God, that is just Toby right there. Now, mind you, this is Toby from No Way Home, because they're not recreating, amazing Spider-Man from 2020 or 2020, 2003 or something like that. Or yeah, year 2000. But the deluxe version, man, it looks good. You got the Sandman diorama base, everything about the figure. I mean, the extra mask, I think that's the serum or something that he injected him so he'll get better. The base is, decent. It doesn't take up a lot of space like before. Boy, I mean, this spider web, I'm telling you, man, stop the trickery with this web. Or can you connect it now, maybe? Maybe that's why it's kind of long like this, because it looks really good from here. But yeah, that base, that and the reptile base, I'm all over it. I like diorama bases to begin with, and the things that you can do with it, it's gonna be awesome. Now, special edition, you get the tentacles. This is gonna be timed if you buy it from Sideshow. Honestly, the way Hot Toys is doing their figures right now, you got to decide for yourself how much that tentacle is cost, how much it is that worth. Because if you jump in on a pre-order right now, I mean, I don't know, man. I might, because this is one of those figures where I don't know if I can hold on for too long. You know what I mean? Like most Hot Toys, I would suggest to you not to buy it, not pre-order it, because eventually they'll go cheaper. And for the most part, they do. What are the odds that we saw Captain America, the Endgame, which is the ultimate version, if you think about it, go down to what it is now. It was like $75 off. So I'm assuming these guys are gonna suffer the same fate. If you don't pre-order right away, you might get a discount here and there. But I don't know how long I can wait for these Spider-Mans though. I mean, I'll try. I still haven't pre-ordered, and I will not. But I can't guarantee that when it starts shipping out and you get that notification, you get those blogger pics, I don't know if I can hold a few months, 5, 6, 7 months to get a 10% off. Although it would benefit me a lot, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Because this just looks so good. I mean, look at those poses. The material that they use as well, kind of like the first version where you can kind of stretch it and you could actually articulate the figure. So that is beautiful. The neck piece as well, where you kind of switch out the head sculpt. I like what they did, because on the Spider-Man that we do have now, it's nice and seamless, because you don't see the seam on the neck. However, you suffer because it looks like he's wearing a turtleneck compared to this where you see a little bit of skin. Well, Max Nut, kind of made that cover for the neck, but this one they just went with this route, and I'm not mad about it. I'm okay with that decision, to be quite honest with you. And I love this Spider-Man. I love this. I love the base. I love everything about it. It hasn't been up for pre-order yet, but if we're looking at price, I would say it'll be comparable to maybe like 380 perhaps, because of how good the base is. So they haven't announced the pre-order price for Garfield as well. And that one does have a base which is more intricate, the reptile base, and rumors are it is somewhere around that ballpark, like around 350, 380. We don't know the sideshow tax or the US import, whatever the case is. But if it's under 400, I think that'll be fair, because without the base, this figure itself, they can sell for 280 if people are going to buy it. Right? And the base looks phenomenal. Again, I'm used to buying diorama bases that are unlicensed, and they go upwards of $100. So don't be surprised if this, and this is a character base. I'm talking about just a phone booth. Don't be surprised if the difference between this and the base is going to be upwards of 120. And even at that, I think it'll be fair. Do I want it to be cheaper? Of course, but I'm just being realistic here. You don't need to get the deluxe version. That is for, if you just wanted a beautiful display piece or a base. But you don't have to. Just the Spider-Man itself, just the figure itself. The fact that we are getting another chance after like 10 years of waiting, looking out on eBay, looking for a great price. I think it's a win for every collector out there, even if you own the first version. This is technically from No Way Home, so they didn't really reissue your figure, even though, obviously the value is going to plummet tremendously because this just offers so much more. But, as a collector, I am extremely happy with this release. This is what I've been waiting for. This and the Garfield release. Now that they announced pretty much anything from No Way Home, I'm happy. They don't need to announce anything else for the rest of the year, and I'll be satisfied. I'll be a satisfied customer. I'm looking at 2023, and it's looking pretty dangerous right now. But let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this figure. Is this a pre-order for you? Are you gonna wait out? You gonna skip on this? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all my members on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.